Americans into going to hell just to make them more subservient. So that's what I'm saying. Christianity itself has been only forced conversion onto everybody, whether we believe that or not. That's what I want you guys to kind of do some research on, because there are gods that are so much more significant. So if you're praying to one God, right? Like, hear me out here. Say if there's multiple gods, like what I'm saying, but you're praying to one God. Of course, he's going to talk to you because you're praying and focusing on that one God. But if there's multiple gods out there, can you imagine if you prayed to all of them, how amazing it feels? And that's the thing. This is coming from an agnostic.
What is that word?
A god is a creator. Women are gods. Right? Women are gods because we create babies in our. That's the whole thing right there. And guess what? God didn't like us, and He flushed us the fuck out. It's the same. Moses.
Can we read that in context? Because I'm speaking as a Christian.
He flushed us. He saw us as abominations, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't like humanity, and then He poured us out. Why? Because of shit like this, screaming outside anti-abortion clinics.
So, as an agnostic, right, that you don't know, you're claiming that you do know these gods.
No, I'm not claiming I know.
Okay, so there's no gods. So it doesn't mean
I'm claiming that Christians don't know shit.
So you do know something.
That's what I'm claiming, because
so you're not agnostic.
There's a whole entire world out there, but Christians are so focused on this right here.
Look, I'll tell you this. The Bible says test all things, spirits.
Yep.
And I'm here to tell you this. Now, I'm not going to say that he's not a brother. I'm here to tell you that there's people that are false converts. Does that make Jesus look bad? Does that mean Jesus is wrong?
No, it's not a matter.
So I'm here to tell you that, look, there's people like they're not trying to boast.
It's a book.
But when you said...
It's a book that was written by men, and then men were like...
That were inspired by that.
But we don't know... You know how many other books are out there that people were talking to gods and wrote it down? But the thing is, Christianity... Dude, I'm not joking. There's the Dead Sea Scrolls. There's so many lost documents out there. There's one where Mary was looked at almost as a goddess and divine because she birthed a divine being such as Jesus himself.
She's not a god.
That's the ignorance I'm talking about.
That's what I'm telling you.
Christianity doesn't allow women to be gods. Christianity only sees one God. That's wrong. There are so many gods out there that your ancestry worshipped, and it was accurate. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Christianity is a new concept that was made by white people to control me because I'm a woman, you because you're of color, and you because you're black. I am not making this up. This is the whole reason why Christianity exists.
I don't think
literally
you're making it up. I think
Abrahamic religion. I know so much about religions. That's what's crazy.
I do too.
Judaism predates Christianity, and so does Islam. Mm-hmm. Christianity was bred from those two.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, but it's still. There's so much more that predates it. There's literally there's no such thing as religion.
I want you to help me with this.
Spirituality.
Help me with this with my life.
They didn't even have names for their gods.
So I was addicted to drugs. How did I stop doing drugs? Help me understand that.
Spirit. You have a spirit in you.
Where did that spirit
You have a good heart. You have a good heart that talks to you. And if it's God talking to you, it might just be one of many. That's what I'm trying to say.
I didn't have a good heart. I just told you a moment ago that I was addicted to drugs. I was on stage preaching the word. I used to be a youth pastor. I was on the stage teaching kids my age, that are 21, 22, 19, 18, telling them not to do drugs. But behind walls, I was doing drugs. And I was sleeping with women, treating them like sex objects. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling you, as a man that is repentant, I wasn't good. For example, look at that tree, right? We know it's bearing good leaves, right? When we have a bad fruit, is it good?
That's not good fruit.
It's a bad fruit.
It's a bad fruit what?
Would you eat a bad fruit from a bad tree?
No.
Why?
Because it's a bad fruit.
Okay. So if something that's bad, it's bad. It's not good. It's gone. So what a farmer does, he yanks that root out so it doesn't kill all the other fruit. So the only way that happened is because God himself removed the heart of stone. He removed my heart of stone. And he showed me a way to help women. And I tell you this, I want to show you.
That's what I'm saying. This is making them feel so much worse. If we were really helping women, we would be going to rape and sexual assault centers.
Rape is wrong.
Then why aren't we at rape and sexual assault centers doing this and having this much passion?
That's what we do at our church.
Guess what?
Let me show you.
Do y'all?
Yeah.
Do y'all?
Yeah.
Because
you said I'm a good. You say I'm a good person. But here,
I'm
look.
seeing everybody standing out here protesting anti-abortion.
This baby got saved not too long ago. Okay? Another baby got saved. So I'm only sharing this with you because it does work. So when you're claiming, hey, Eli doesn't work, I say this, look, search up inabortion.now.com. Go there and see how many women and men have repented together that have gone there. You said something about forcing women. Guess what? There's men that bring women and beat them up to murder their child. They don't want to. So you're not here to tell them that's wrong.
That's not the point.
But your point is to saying that we shouldn't be out.
Really not. That's like me being a pharmacy tech and then telling somebody they can't get their medications because they're abusing the drugs.
Well, this ain't Medicare.
Literally part
for
of
women.
it.
This is not.
For some women it is though, because for some women it's literally life-saving.
I like that you said that. For some women, because the one in the
for some
the little room,
it's literally life-saving
life
for
matters.
some. It's literally, there's some women that have to get an abortion because they will die otherwise.
Hey,
but then because, listen, there's literally this politician who even came out saying that. He was saying that his wife, where they were at, there was like 2 districts that didn't allow abortion.
How long ago was this?
This was literally like a year or 2 ago.
Oh, a year or 2? Okay.
And that's the thing is she was pregnant with this kid, but she had to get the baby out of her because the baby was dead. The baby was literally dead inside of her already.
So look, I'm not going to say that's awesome.
No, because of anti-abortion laws, even though the baby was dead, the baby was dead inside of her, she couldn't get it out. She still couldn't get it out because of anti-abortion. She had to literally naturally let that thing come out of her. And here's the crazy thing too. If she would have let it stay in her, she would have got sepsis and she would have died that way.
Yes, she would have.
There's so many. I know personally of somebody in my family where her baby was not looking good anyway, and it was a halfway miscarriage, halfway not. She had to go in and get an abortion, and she technically doesn't know if it was an abortion or not, and she still feels guilty to this day. But she doesn't regret it because she had to get that baby out for her safety and the baby's safety.
You can't be guilty of something that's not human. I can't feel guilty for just stepping on an ant or killing a bug.
How would you not feel guilty for killing an ant? It's God's creature, though.
Because we're not made. Because that ant is not made in the image of God. That's what the
Bible.
Yes, it is. That's what the Bible says.
Yes, it is. Oh, so now animals are that. See.
No.
No.
You're twisting that word. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying as a human being.
How can you step on a bug and not feel bad? But then you're telling somebody who doesn't have a face yet that they're a living being.
Do you want me to explain what I mean?
Because an ant is just as important. A life is a life. I'm a vegetarian too. You see what I'm saying?
I was a vegetarian for about a year.
Yeah,
because my culture, Spanish, we cook chicken. Oh man, when I see chicken.
Woo! I love chicken so much.
Arroz con gandules.
It don't matter.
Have you ever tried arroz con gandules? Oh my god.
Wait, what is it called?
Arroz con gandules.
No.
Man, I wish you could meet my mom. She'll cook it. It's awesome.
Yo.
You know? But Hannah, look, listen. When you said about the miscarriage, kind of half miscarriage, I always say that, look, if we know the baby's going to die, and there's no way we can, save it. The doctor knows it.
That almost sounds like an exception. Hold up.
Watch this.
But it's still an abortion, though, because you're still taking the baby's life.
For example, there's a deer that dies on the road, right? Because you said that animals are equal, so I'm just taking your word. I don't agree with that, but that's fine. Imagine there's a deer, right? Hit by a car, it's dying, it's suffering, right? You're just gonna let it die? Let it suffer just on the road? Or are you just gonna end it? So
what about women then? So wait. Let's take that argument.
Okay.
Whoa.
What about women?
Let's take a step back then.
Okay.
What about women who are pregnant and they're suffering because they're pregnant and they don't want to be pregnant?
They're not dying. They're developing life. It's developing. They're not suffering.
Okay.
So when someone has a baby shower, you think they're suffering at a baby shower? Oh,
because they want the baby.
Okay, so
they're not suffering at a baby shower because they want the baby.
So Hannah, so you're saying in your world,
this is where the wraparound argument comes that you are a male. You will never experience the preciousness of this. And the fact that I will never experience it. I will never get an abortion. That's what's crazy here. I would only get an abortion if I knew my baby was going to be mentally challenged. If it was which drugs I wouldn't have to worry about.
I don't believe you believe that. You know why?
What?
About mental illness of people. If that was your argument, you might as well kill everybody that are just mentally ill.
Challenged, not mentally ill. That's
disabled. He's disabled.
No, I mean like
can't walk.
like a lot of health issues, like can't function
You know what?
up here
Can I tell you
properly.
something? I was
Like if you can't be your own person and be independent, I don't want you to be dependent on me for the rest of my life, because once I die, you're going to be dependent on me.
Can I say this real quick?
And who are you going to be dependent on?
I went to Pepin Academy. You know Pepin Academy? It's a school, special school for kids like that. So we went to school, kids that can't walk, are like dependent on the mother to live, which anyways, there's kids here that still depend on the mother to live. Those kids changed my life. I wouldn't want them to be murdered because they're dependent on their mother. Those people changed my life. I actually have great times and pictures with them, going to movie theaters, having great time, and they're dependent on their mother. What I would say is, Hannah, just because life is hard, it doesn't mean we have the right to murder. But I know you believe that it's not murder because it's a fetus. But I want you to do your research on this, because this is the etymology of, and I'm not saying you don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying what I've researched, and you can test it whether it's true or not. So the etymology of the Latin word of fetus means small baby. So it's a baby, I can say. It has its own DNA, like you have our own DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like I have very thick hair. You have a whole different set of hair, and that's the beauty of between me and you. Now, because you have a DNA, should I kill you? No. Doesn't mean I'm better, or like I'm better looking, or whatever the case is. The fact is, you are a human conception. Now, if a father rapes a woman, it's wrong, because the Bible says that man deserved the death penalty. All right? So I'm both sides on women's rights.
Oh, sorry.
Women's rights.
We're trying to get out of your way. We got more than that. Sorry.
I wonder if he came like 3 times. I feel bad. But no, I was saying that, you know, like generally, I would agree with you that women have right, because the little girl in the womb does. She does. And I'm not saying this to try to twist the plot. I'm saying yes, it does. And by the way, Margaret Singer, have you ever heard of her?
She sounds very familiar.
So look, Margaret
I
Singer.
might have seen a quote by her.
So I'll throw this at you. You do the research. Margaret Singer hated this brother right here. Hated him. And she planted abortion clinics. She's dead now. And her plans to prosper. She believed that black people, like this amazing Muslim man, look at him, that is a weed that needed to be exterminated. That's Margaret Singer. And correct. She planted all this here. This is why this all happened. And actually, Planned Parenthood took her name out of there because they know that was true.
That would trigger back.
That would trigger.
It is true.
But I'm saying this because that's true.
No, it's true.
And
No,
guess
I believe
what?
it.
Guess what?
Trust me, I believe the
people,
depth of evilness.
Listen, I love what you said. You said white people are suppressing blacks. I agree with that. There's a white person in here right now suppressing a black person.
Fuck you! God damn it! You make such a good point. I did not think about that. Shit.
But you see how I thought of that? That was Jesus.
Damn it.
That was Jesus.
That is such a good point. But
Hannah,
fuck, I don't know how to counteract.
How about this? Can I give you my number and we talk about it again? Because I want to learn from you.
You gotta Snapchat or Instagram. I'm weary about giving my number out, but I don't
Instagram.
care if you guys.
It's okay.
Okay.
Here.
Y'all are gonna think my Instagram. Y'all, all 3 of y'all can follow me too. Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you want.